Hello everyone and welcome back to more Metaphor. Last time we almost were completely done with things here in Martira. We have one more day and honestly I can't remember what to do because it's been since before the infamous PlayStation outage that happened in February, or this month I guess. Right, we are 64th in this thing, and I always press the wrong button. How? Triangle.
What do you think?
Supporters. Who? Who can I hang out with? Looks like no one actually. Well then. Guess I'll build some stats. How do I check those again? Like this. Okay. So I needed a bit of imagination. Courage, we are fine, sort of. Okay, so I'll go build imagination, I suppose. Or courage. Maybe courage, actually. An extra special robe just for me. Okay. This guy.
Good.
How's the spirit? But do you think you'll have that spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley? Sure we will. Also, it's probably very, very noticeable, but I am really, really sick. I've been like this for like a week. I hope it's gone soon, but the next couple of episodes are going to be with this awful voice. So hopefully it's not too bad. Wow, impressive. I enjoyed watching that, so I wanted to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. Thanks.
Alright.
Oh, lots of courage, actually. But it races quite slowly. I forgot about that. Well, nighttime. Oh, we didn't go up this time. I still hold the theory that we're going to have something horrible happen in Bridal Heaven.
What do you think?
Yes, I can see Haizumi at night, so I think I'll go do that.
Apologies.
Hello there.
It's you.
Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I've been thinking of the UG village. In some ways, there may be no better place for my son to finally rest. But I've been away for so long, can't say if they'll still accept me. I'm practically a stranger now. Well,
Yes.
we can't know until we try. Right then, I suppose I'll stop wasting time dithering and get myself ready. The place is just to the east of Martira. The village is hidden, so I prefer a quiet and careful approach by carriage. I'll guide us. First time taking a carriage since the beginning of the game.
In days gone by,
Hasn't changed a bit. Yeah, this is my hometown. Apologies for dragging you all this way.
Tadari,
It's me, Haisume. I've returned and I have something to discuss. I've known Tadari for a very long time, you see. He's the leader of the village.
just
Although I should warn you now that you will not be welcomed here. You might feel some hostility in the air. Well, we are very much used to that. Nothing I'm not
I
used to.
apologize.
Ah, yes, the Elden experience, I suppose. Nonetheless, I do apologize. Haisume, is that you? You're looking grey in the ears, my friend. As if the years were any kinder to you, Tadari. I heard you left the Royal Knights, but it's good to see you again. Who's
He
this?
is
This is Silas, a traveling companion of mine. He's standing in the tournament for the throne. This is very pretentious now.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, is that why you've come back to the village?
no.
No, I came to see the cemetery. I'm trying to find a place where my son can rest. Ah, your boy's gone on ahead then. He passed away before I could bring him here. At the very least, I thought I might let him rest somewhere with a view of the village. He loved running with the wind in his face. Surely I thought he'd like the hill. I know it's not something the villagers would easily accept, but...
Yes.
I see. Well, it sounds like a wonderful idea to me. But you know the cemetery is sacred to the village. I fear you might be right. I'm not certain how they'll respond. Would you allow me to take the urn? I imagine that seeing it would prompt their cordiality, if not sympathy.
Please.
Alright, thank you. That went better than I expected.
Here.
I always used to train here when I was young. Look close here and you'll see this tree is riddled with claw marks. I know because it was my claws that left them. Brings back memories. Of course, having shaken the trees, I get a swarm of bugs coming down on my head. And of course I go winging to Dari about it. Adorable indeed. Oh, that was a nasty voice crack. Let's not repeat that. So even you were cute. So even you were a cute kid once, huh? That's a tongue twister and a half. Well, having trouble imagining it. The villagers are here. They'll watch us from the shadows. If you focus and listen, you'll hear them too. He didn't leave voluntarily. He was stripped from his knighthood, wasn't he? I know he wants his child buried here. The boy wasn't even born in the village.
Oh,
Do you hear? Yeah. Sounds like you're not welcome here.
well,
Exactly within my expectations then. If they decline, let's withdraw without a fuss. Fair.
Heisman.
I've explained the situation to the younger villagers. Seemed like nobody had any problems with giving your son a place here. Indeed, thank you. Master Tadari. The urn abounds. It's gone. Oh my god, seriously? What? What is the meaning of this? A fallen knight brings shame to the village. I hear a voice from somewhere. Tadari was too afraid to refuse him, that's all. Explanations, please. What's the meaning of this? This is the only welcome an outsider can expect. I'm sorry, Heisme, I cannot excuse the villagers' behavior. The village hasn't changed a bit, still rejecting outsiders, still shutting themselves away. Maybe I should have expected this. I left this place behind, I became an outcast. Maybe losing my son again is what I deserve. Still, you stood for me, you spoke in anger on my behalf, and that is my that is my sole salvation. I can feel Heisme's profound sorrow and strong trust. We need to get that urn back. What the hell?
my thanks.
Like, how are these people so evil? What the fuck? Shall I search the village entire, no stone unturned? Doubtless that intrusion will only provoke further offense, but I haven't time to waste.
Apologize.
You have my sincerest apologies. I shall take responsibility and find the urn. It's my duty as chief, no, as one who would see justice done. At least Tadari is nice, but what the hell, dude? There's an unease in the village. For today, I think it's best you leave. Very well. Poor Heisme. Like, come on, he did nothing wrong. Why?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
That's
What are they stealing then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Oh man, I can't really tell at all how the story's going to go. This is so good.
Right, everyone. Farewell said. Particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, we're off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these?
Now then.
Next is Port Brilhaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. If we punch it south out of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights. 4 days or so. Good. And seems like we have 2 places to sightsee. So, that's Port Brilhaven. Sure is. Looks nice. That's a coliseum. Can we go there? And this is Inundo. Small village seated in wetland. Anecdotal evidence suggests it's mostly populated by poor migrants from other nearby regions. Aha.
Let's see.
And I believe this is... I can't remember. It's definitely a gauntlet runner we faced before.
Here's where we are now.
Right? I think. Anyway, best not to dwell on it. We have got 2 places to get pictures for Maria. I'm so bad at names, man. This large city of prosperous commerce due no small part to its ocean side. I thought that was a made-up word, damn. Due to its oceanside proximity, I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Nuris? Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Brilhaven, capital of Oceania. Let's go. Couple days on the runner, so...
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim?
Or indeed. As I was saying, we probably will have a lot of time to catch up on reading those books. Though I believe we already finished one book, didn't we?
Alright then.
Maybe. What else could we do? Nothing much, actually. Let's go get ingredients and check out the toilets. And the washroom, because I might get like stat bonuses or EXP. Like last time. Yeah, look, EXP. Always, every time you take a bath you get a little bit of EXP. And the toilet.
Right.
Nothing, okay. Maybe it was a one-time thing. Probably. There are more books now. Nice. Whoa. I didn't read. Yes, we have the book I finished. We have Pride and Persuasion and the new one, Bygone Days. What's this about? The methodically precise handwriting leads me to believe this is Ismay. It appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Ismay left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. More tolerance. I think it's the lowest stat I have. And I don't particularly need any of the stats the other two books give. Or the other one, because I have finished the imagination book, so let's spend some time reading this one. Through sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps. The first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly ripped his ears off climbing all over him. Of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, or his son refusing to stop crying all night, or being so exhausted he'd fall asleep in places without realizing it. I see, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved. That's very sweet, honestly. Eloquence is also pretty bad. I should also focus on that one. There's still more left to read.
The party
We'll pick up
sets
next
off
time.
for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
I believe I've already said it, but I love those narration scenes. Like, they feel just right in a fantasy storybook type of narrative. Hey, have you heard there's a bath cask on the back deck now? I've had enough winging... What? Is that how you write whining? I don't know. About not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to soak when we're stopped. I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses can be added into bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Okay. Not only can you acquire mag by using it, but you can also add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities.
The breeze feels nice.
I believe we do have some. It's still too dangerous to go out at night. Is it not going to be dangerous eventually? That's interesting. First the sandflesh business, next the salty sea breeze. I see I'll have to take some extra care with drive maintenance. Well, you don't you look intrigued, but you needn't fret, lad. Just leave this one to me. This part's the most fun. I mean, if you say so. More power to you. Heismay's in there to raise more imagination. We might...
Let's head there right away.
Have to do it. I don't know.
Hey there. Yep.
If you put in something that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. Do I have any bath salts? No, not that.
What now?
We have incenses that I will very much put into Silas. Always. Use it while bathing. Yeah, we do have. To increase agility by 2. So why not? Check bath salts. Actually, I'm not stinky. Okay. Oh, okay, I have to... There we go. A sweet fragrance envelops me as though I've broken free to frolic through a flower-filled meadow. I feel like both my body and heart have gotten lighter. Lots of stat upgrades today. With both the instances
Time
and
marches
that
on,
one.
and the age of a new king
And the
draws
bath.
nearer.
Good.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the ocean city the day after tomorrow. Heismay, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear the UGF are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they are rather more for gliding. Ah, shame. So we can't pick him up and start flying. But we could use him as a glider. We've gotten really used to all this traveling, don't you think? Yeah, maybe. How are we doing on this trip? Alright, so after we finish today's activity, we should gain some knowledge from that new place we're going to visit. At least that's how it's been. Getting ingredients for free every single day is nice, I have to say. And I think I'm going to keep on reading. We probably finish Pride and Persuasion if we read one more time. Yeah, I'm almost done reading it. Which means I'm gonna finish it right now. Apparently, this book teaches ways to ensure others will agree with you. This next part puts things into practice. Even if you follow the techniques explained so far to the letter, some people will still refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on these types because they are guided by emotion rather than by logic. For them, the most effective thing to do is... Now, what do you think it is? Huh. Driven by emotion instead of logic. I would imagine yelling at them. It also applies the surprise them that we got from the book previously. But I don't think that's good advice. Like in real life. This is horrible advice, but we'll go with yell at them.
Hey.
Maybe start yelling at them or something. You don't think that just lead to more rejection? I mean, I guess that's one way of negotiating. Yeah, that was not right. But it was funny. Still, persuading everyone is a monumental task, which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and ways of thinking, after all. So you're not gonna tell me?
Alright.
Damn, okay, I guess I'll never know. I'll be bad at debating forever.
Nira speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a view, my goodness.
This is...
A truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. I mean, that's not even the first thing I would look at. Just look at the view in general. One thing this game does so well has been these side spots. All of them have looked amazing. They never disappoint. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill rests into my very bones as I consider that what could have occurred here. Something wrong, lad. Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again? No, he's thinking of his home.
No.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Are you okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left by monster attacks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually... stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives with him.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of this village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
Alright.
Is it bad that I think this is beautiful? Because it is tragic, but at the same time it looks so splendid. Not splendid. That's not the word I'm looking for. Spectacular. Yeah, that's the one. Ugh, my stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the way, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it's an important sight to document nonetheless. I suppose.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Day after tomorrow we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Exciting. What could we do? I don't think I'll take another bath. Everyone is to raise imagination, which we do need. So why not? We'll raise imagination. Hello there. I got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk for a moment? No trace of enemies around, by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Ice-May, maybe I can hone my imagination. Let's do it.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Martira, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hailed from is not far from Martira. The air there agrees with my skin more than Grad Trad's. Well... I don't necessarily feel more relaxed in the capital, so...
That's right.
It's nice and quiet in Martira. Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. Ah, right, my apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces harsher prejudice than the UG. I'll not pry harder if you'd rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that's truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were to face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from that novel you carry.
Now then.
I like this. It's sweet. And we reach imagination rank 3. We're now a visionary.
Imagination.
If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal word of thy thoughts to fruition. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Cool, that's our first royal virtue to rank 3. Which means we can, when we get to Brilhaven, we can teleport back to Grand Trad and do that mission for Stroll. Right, that's good. I'm glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I'll keep you company instead. Nice. I like Ice-May a lot.
Marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well, not just Ice-May. To be fair, I think every single character in the game so far.
Quite.
At least, like, the main group. That's what I meant. The salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brilhaven by tomorrow. Nice. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured where the cliff collapsed, bearing passage. 'Twould seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin, and speaking of ruin, Nearest, do remember that we are relying on you for a safe passage the rest of the way. Yes, please, do not drink and drive. Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean. So what should we do today? Anyone? Courage up there in the deck. I think I'll read more of Ice-May's book.
Oh.
Diary. Same thing. Yeah, I don't really have many more things to do. I could raise my intelligence. Is that chess of some sort? Looks like it, but it's hexagonal. Interesting. Anyway, reading. I'm in the middle of reading it, which means I might have to do it twice more before I finish it. Introduce Spartan objective, the words still managed, yeah, that's the same. This entry describes Heisman and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heisman loses sight of his son, only to find he'd climbed a tall tree. Heisman is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down as his father would have. Nice. This is very sweet. At the same time, it's very tragic, but don't think about that. It's nice. We like it.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Yep. Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like it's that Mrs. Gauntlet runner coming for us this time. Right, Katharina.
Hey!
Oh, I love this music. Hey, you lot. Yeah, on the Gauntlet runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I've got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So the young Mrs. Ace, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act? Yeah, we would rather not, kaboom. Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Hello.
So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Paracus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Just leave this to me.
Oh? Okay, I don't think we've ever seen that.
Stronger. So have we.
So, what kind of build did I have? I can't remember. Let's steal.
I'll be taking that.
Oh, that's armor, I think. Nice. Ah, we have the mage archetype. Okay, and with Hulkenberg as well. Let's try electricity, medium damage. That's good damage.
Are you prepared?
And we only have one more turn, so we can gamble it on this. It worked. Also, are you on the back row? Yes. Let's try ice. Resistant to ice. Okay.
Going in for the kill.
Whoa, okay. I didn't do much damage, thankfully. We'll try darkness. Not quite. Maybe fire works better. She's weak to fire, yeah. Nice to know. We can do a synthesis. We cannot do synthesis. There are no synthesis. Oh, a crit on a slicer. That's beautiful. And medium fire should take care of it. Almost. Not entirely.
I show no mercy. Formidable indeed.
Done. Very nice.
No. Why? Oh, why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
I'll just train up more. Beat my ass, come on. I welcome the challenge.
Not bad.
Oh, nice. Stroll almost has his archetype at rank 20.
Not bad at all.
Oh, I can't wait for him to actually get it. We'll raise magic some more.
I feel stronger already.
I shall strive to use this power. Requires a new power.
And she just learned electricity. Nice. What is magic font? Raises max MP. That is good. Like, in general, as a concept. We don't go higher than 64, it seems.
I've lost.
Ah, damn! I lost again! If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Katharina, cheer up! I saw your runner, so I followed you. Your stuff, as they say. Eudoricus? Eudoricus? Who do you think I am exactly? Pardon me, I know perfectly well that you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do paripos like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelette. Eudoricus, wait. Take this, and see if you can't stop anyone from leaving for now. What do you mean?
Hey.
Good news, you lot. Katharina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out a little longer, I swear I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's the smallest price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them for, what, a few weeks at most? I'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living, and the fat cats are all too happy when the paribus take them up on it.
Make it happen.
When I'm in charge, the first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for the bloody heads. They squeeze the strides, I'll squeeze them right up back. I mean, maybe money is not the answer, it just... But then what? Will handing out money make this better? I got no clue myself, but I had to try something. Even now, tons of those people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today. And I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know, I had the strength to push through and survive. Truth is, most people don't have any kind of strength, they just need someone to provide it for them.
That's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but only they say that because the paribus are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the paribus start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. Like this twisted... They like this twisted world just as it is. Well... Let's change things ourselves. That's exactly what I plan on doing, Silas. With that, and with anyone being able to take the throne, now's the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either. Much obliged, Silas. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check it. You gotta keep taking these monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. Nice. I can feel Katharina's indignation toward the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me. Oh, do we get an evolution?
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment, yes. By this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny. Rank 3.
I'm not letting anyone die.
The party can now study the pugilist. And bounty bonus fattens the purse of bounty rewards at each CITES recruitment center. Ha, okay. Cool. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me. I'll try.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
So I guess that means that we don't actually get those two places. That might be for a quest where you have to go to the other city. Like the smaller one. Maybe. Dream-Eater Moth. Interesting name at least. So, what can we raise? Just imagination, looks like. Yeah, but I already have imagination at rank 3.
Let's head there right away.
So I might finish the book right now. Sure, we'll finish the book. More tolerance and an extra boost for finishing it. He recalls a time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well. They ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. The next morning, Jaime awoke to his son, his eyes still swollen from the crying the night before, singing the song he'd been trying to learn, a birthday song for his father. Oh man! Ah, that is... Okay, I got teared up from that.
All right.
Wow. What, 4 words destroyed me completely.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well, we've arrived at least. Yay.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain.
That's me.
Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
Oh, you've been?
Before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well,
Oh, wow.
yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Port Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magna to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps.
So there is a
sea
Colosseum.
guides the Gauntlet Runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Cool.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look, there's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Brylehaven.
It's not what I expected, but it looks really, really cool.
Sancta Cadeau. You've
Oh,
built
these
us
guys.
quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Ah, he likes me. I like him too.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctist Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
What do you mean, not interested? How could you not be interested in flying?
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
If it isn't the walking headache.
I love you, Stroll.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
Yeah, with knowing Hulkenberg...
Hope it's nothing too weird.
You've nothing to fear. Truly, I find most living things are edible.
You need higher standards, lady.
If you're sure, Nurse, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Alright. I do want to check. We come all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy.
In a minute, because I want to check the calendar. This is the Exhibition of the Brave. Right. Not the calendar then. Maybe the quests? Yeah, the quests. There's still 11 days for these ones from Grand Trad. Like the ones that asked us to go back to the mausoleum. So we do have a bit of time for those. So not really a big time crunch. Right, okay. I was going to talk about the runners for a second. Like these first two ones I do recognize. The third one in the back, I don't remember if I should recognize it or not. I think I don't, but I might.
This is a joy.
Like we might have seen it before. I don't know. Anyway, this is so much of a joy that I'm going to move out of the way so that guy stops talking and I can properly say goodbye for now. We've done a lot. We've endured the whole journey actually. So next time we explore a bit more of Brilhaven. See you then.